The silence in the Galactic Council chamber frightened me more than any declaration of war. One by one, every human representative stood, gathered their files, and walked toward the exit without saying a single word. None of us realized that those quiet footsteps marked the beginning of the greatest crisis the galaxy had ever faced. My name is Ambassador Daniel Mercer, Earth's senior delegate to the Galactic Council. For 20 years, humanity had supplied emergency fleets, disaster relief, medical convoys, and engineering teams across known space. We never demanded tribute. We believed cooperation made everyone stronger. Unfortunately, many council members mistook generosity for obligation. The final meeting began like every other. Planetary governors requested more human patrol ships. Trade unions wanted additional cargo escorts. Frontier colonies demanded free rescue fleets. Every request ended with the same assumption: Earth will handle it. When I explained that our shipyards were exhausted and our crews desperately needed time to rebuild, several delegates laughed. One even suggested humanity existed solely to solve everyone else's emergencies. That was the moment I understood. We were no longer respected. We were expected. I quietly closed my data pad. Around me, every human delegate did the same. Without arguments. Without threats. Without dramatic speeches. We simply stood and left. The chamber echoed with confused whispers. Some delegates smiled, believing we would return after cooling down. We never did. The first consequences appeared within days. Pirates attacked trade routes once protected by Earth patrols. Medical convoys arrived weeks late because human hospital ships were no longer available. Mining colonies suffered reactor failures after Earth engineers declined emergency deployments. The Council scheduled emergency meetings almost every day. Still, many insisted humanity would eventually rescue them. Instead, Earth recalled every fleet. Every engineer. Every scientist. Every humanitarian mission. For the first time in decades, humanity focused entirely on rebuilding our own worlds. Our shipyards filled with new vessels. Our colonies flourished. Veterans finally returned home to their families. Children who had barely known their parents suddenly had mothers and fathers around again. Meanwhile, outside our borders, the Council struggled. Member worlds competed over shrinking resources. Arguments replaced cooperation. Regional alliances collapsed beneath growing pressure. The same leaders who once mocked humanity now faced problems no speech could solve. 6 months later, I received an invitation to return. The council chamber looked different. The confidence was gone. Exhaustion filled every face. Their chairperson stood before me without ceremony. "We thought you needed us." I quietly shook my head. "No. You needed each other." Silence settled across the room. For the first time, they truly listened. We negotiated new agreements that shared responsibility equally among every member civilization. No species would carry the burden alone again. Earth agreed to return, not as the galaxy's unpaid caretaker, but as an equal partner. Years later, historians still debate the day humanity walked away. Many describe it as the moment the Galactic Council nearly collapsed. I remember it differently. Sometimes, the most powerful message isn't delivered through threats. Sometimes, it's delivered through absence. Whenever young diplomats ask me how humanity changed the galaxy without firing a single shot, I simply remember those quiet footsteps leaving the chamber. Because the loudest sound the council ever heard was the silence we left behind.